What's going on, YouTube? I'm going to do a little overview of my F150. I hope you guys can see me. The sun is kind of right in my face. Review of my F150 after 10 years. This truck is over 140,000 miles. I'm just going to go over what I have done, what I've had done to it, what I need to change, what I have changed, and we'll just go from here. So I'm gonna let you guys see the truck and talk behind the camera. So this is the I changed this black dot tail lights here. Here on the F-150, starting at the back. Right here, you guys can see the dual exhaust. I added that. I love the dual exhaust. The sound is awesome. Added these custom Dick CPEC wheels here. These are 20-inch Goodyear Wranglers, 275, 55, 20. So that's that. I got the back flip. What is this thing called on the back here? This is the Backflip Revolver X2. This thing is, it has been waterproof. It has a little bit of a leak, but it's like a drop. But it keeps all my stuff dry when I'm traveling. Let me zoom out here. So that's got the tinted windows, dual exhaust. The airplane is loud. Hope you guys don't hear that too much. Ignore the airplane. Dual exhaust. 20-inch rims. I added the, you guys seen the other video where I added the CB radio. This is the antenna I put on here. And I installed, this is the regular antenna. I removed the factory antenna just to add this little short stubby thing here. I kind of like the way that looks. Let me know in the comments if you guys like that as well. This is the front. Buccaneer tag. Yes, I am a Tampa Bay Bucks fan. Have been since the days of Eric Rhett. You guys remember that guy, running back? So haven't had any problems with the vehicle for the most part. Like I said, we can go inside here. This is the CB radio. You guys like this setup here. I just put the CB radio here, right here in the middle, just so I can grab that for easy access. Just a little bolt on right there. I didn't have any functions right there, so I was like, that'd be a good place to put it. So that's why I put it. 141,000 miles. So I had this truck, like, look at the seat. The seats are still holding up nicely. We got a little bit of fuzz right here, if you can see that on camera. But no tears. These are the original seats that came with the truck. Still looking good. The roof liner still looks good. As you can see here, no slouching and rips or tears or anything. This truck is 10 years old, ladies and gentlemen. This truck was built in 2010. It's a 2011 model, but built in 2010. I added the new radio here. This radio is not custom. The radio did die on me, and I added this battery monitor. People don't know that the 2011 F-150 does not come with a battery, not even in the gauges. I didn't have a battery monitor, so I added this right here. This was a coin slot thing they had here, so I took that out and just added the gauge so I could know what my battery is charging at. So these are the original mats that came with the truck. Still pretty decent, dirty but decent, and you know, no tears, no rip. I keep the truck up as good as possible. I do a lot of cleaning. This is the back of the truck. Still, this is not original. These are floor mats that I put in here because I wanted some type of mat down here. I didn't get the mats in the back, or I misplaced them or something, but don't have them. But I put over 100,000 miles on it, and it's been holding up very nice. I added the little bit of base right here. Keep my jumper cables here for anybody that need the help. Little bit of a base. The seat comes up flat. I like this little feature here. Folds back down. So that's the inside of the truck. That is the outside. I didn't get the air conditioning vents in the back. Let's go look inside the engine though. I'll tell you guys what I like about the truck, what I love about the truck. What I love about the truck is that this thing is very reliable. I haven't had any problems. Like I said, over 140,000 miles. And it has only had one problem. Let me close this door so people don't think I'm stranded. So this right here went out at right about 100,000 miles. It started leaking at the bottom. You guys can see under there. I cannot find it. But there's a cable at the bottom, similar to this, that goes on the bottom of this reservoir, and it started leaking, and I had to replace this. This is a $700 fix here. So after about 100,000 miles, you can expect that to go bad. Everything on the engine is original. I haven't had anything else replaced, just this right here. So the 141,000 miles, everything, the 5.0 Coyote engine. No leaks, as you guys can see. Runs well. I keep the oil changed. I changed out the battery. I keep the brake fluids changed. Yeah, so no problems at all. Of course, I park under a tree, so I'm getting all these pine needles. But no problems at all on the engine. I love the engine, 5.0. It works well. So we have that. There's that airplane again. Go in here for a second. So I haven't had any problems with the truck at just the like I told you, I replaced the reservoir at 100,000 miles. I almost forgot one thing. When I replaced that reservoir overfill tank for $700, shortly thereafter the water pump, not the water pump. After the water pump, I had to replace the water pump as well, so that was a big fix. But new water pump and a new reservoir tank for the overfill tank for the radiator. That's it. So the overfill tank, the reservoir tank went out. I had to replace that at the 100,000 miles, so that was $700 fix. The water pump I had to replace at 133,000 miles. So that was recently replaced, and I don't remember, I think it was about $900. Maybe, I don't remember the exact cost of that. Maybe a little less than that, actually. So that's all I had that I can remember that went wrong on this truck. Transmission, original transmission, original engine. I keep the oil change, I keep the transmission fluid changed. I keep all my fluids changed, all the regular intervals, everything changed. So I do believe when you keep your truck or your vehicle, when you have it operating, when you treat it right, when you treat your vehicle right, and it's you're following the regular intervals or the regular maintenance schedule, I think these trucks will last a long time. Your car will last a long time. That was good. That's what I love about the truck, that the reliability of the truck has been with me so far. Knock on wood, so far the reliability of the truck has been A+. If you guys are thinking about an F150, I would recommend the 5.0 engine. Just based on of course I'm biased, but based on my experience, the 5.0 has been very reliable. The transmission has been very reliable. This is a 2011 truck, built in 2010. So this truck is over 10 years old, over 10 years old, and it is over 140,000 miles at 141,000 miles. And it's running strong. I feel like it'll go another 140,000, no problems at all. Oh, the rear defrost. I can't forget that. The rear defrost. That was the absolute first thing that went out on this truck when I first bought it. Everything worked on it at first, and then that rear defrost went out. And I remember trying to pay. I paid like $200 to get a sensor reinstalled, and it still didn't work. So after that, I just said, screw it, I don't need it. So I never had the rear defrost in this truck. And I've heard stories where the rear defrost would break or shatter the back window, for example. But I never had that problem because I never used the button. And hopefully, it'll never shatter on its own. So that's the original back window that came with the truck. I removed that headrest. If you see that middle headrest there, in the back, I removed that just so I could have better viewing access to my back window when I'm backing up or something. Not that I need it because I do have backup sensors, but I did remove that headrest because I just like seeing more of what's behind me. Even though I have the sensors, I like seeing what's more behind me. So we have that. What else? I believe that's all. The door locks and everything, window rolls down after 10 years, still working. I still have good storage, junky. After 10 years. I guess what I don't like about the truck, another thing I don't like, is that the steering wheel is not a telescoping steering wheel. The steering wheel stays in place. It goes up and down, It goes up and down, but it doesn't come in and out, if that makes sense. I can't bring it closer to me or push it farther away from me. I don't like that aspect of it. I do have pedals that go back and forth. Like I have a pedal button here. You guys can see this button right here. That allows me to move my pedals further and back, and I can adjust my seat, of course, back and forth. I have power seats only on the driver's side. The passenger side does not have a power seat. It just has the manual recline and manual back and forth. So that is pretty much it. I don't have, that's all I really hate about the truck, is that I don't have a telescoping steering wheel. I don't have a battery monitor on here, which sucks. I don't understand why I didn't put that on here. You would think as you start the truck, you would see the batteries, right? But watch, I'm going to turn this off and cut it back on for you guys. All right, we're going to switch it over. So here's the truck. This is truck at, everything's off, as you can see. Now, I'm going to take the key out. I'm going to put the key back in. So, I'm starting from, 0. And when I crank it up, no batteries, and start it, nothing. So there is no battery. So there is no battery monitor on this truck. And maybe when the actual battery dies, you will see a battery light. I think I remember seeing that once, because the truck did, the battery did die on me, and I saw the battery light then. But I like to see it before then, because I believe the battery, as the battery starts to charge less and less, you'll start to see that, or you should get a warning light that, hey, your battery's about to die. And you can make it to the dealership or to the AutoZone, wherever, to get a new battery. I never saw that on this truck. I never seen that. My battery did die on me and left me stranded. I had to get a jump. So I put this battery monitor in here now, and that is what I'm using to, monitor my battery. So every time that starts up, and I wired that in. I wish I would have, like I said, I didn't think about YouTube back then, but I would have shown a video on how I put that in my truck, and I just wired it into the electric outlet panel here inside the truck. I don't understand this. This is another thing I don't like. I have 2 sunglasses. I don't know why I need 2 of these. I guess one for the passenger, but I just need one for me. I'm the driver. I don't really care about the passenger as far as having their own a little box for their sunglasses here. So that's kind of weird to me. So that, I don't like that. I wish it was only one. They maybe put something else here, or just left it, I don't know, did something different with that. Everything else is, pretty cool about the truck. I mean, it's a truck, I'm not one of these luxury guys, I guess. I mean, it's nice to have leather seats and nice to have all that stuff, but I guess I look at a truck as a truck. I don't really need all of that. I like it in my car, but not necessarily in my truck. Not against those people who have those in their truck, because I'm pretty sure if I bought a truck like that, if I had a truck like that, I probably learned to love it, So that's really it. So I went over everything I love about the truck. It has a lot of power, 360 horsepower, 380 pound-feet of torque, 5.0 Coyote engine. It's a great engine, a reliable engine. Like I said, I haven't had any problems with the engine, any problems with the transmission at the 141,000 miles. So that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoy looking at my truck. This is the 2011 F150 5.0 XLT Super Crew. So that's it. Like and subscribe. Comment below, what do you like about my truck? I call it the Beast. It's sitting on 20s, and I have a little small. I didn't talk about the level. I did level the kit. I put a little rough country 2-inch level on the front. Let me show you guys real quick. So right in here, you guys can see there's a and that's it in this video. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace.